On this video we're taking a look at our MLB best bets for the games that are happening on Sunday, April 17, 2022. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Toronto Blue Jays vs Oakland Athletics. Toronto minus 1.5 runs. And here is why. The Oakland A's will look to build on their 7-5 win over the Jays from Saturday's matchup. Sean Murphy and Christian Patch each had a 2-run home run, with Murphy adding a double as well, going 2 for 4 at the dish in the win. Sheldon Neuse and Christian Bettencourt each had a double with an RBI, and Kevin Smith added an RBI as well to finish off the scoring for Oakland in the win. Chad Pinder and Jed Lowry each had a base hit as well to finish off the offense for Oakland in the win. Paul Blackburn allowed 2 runs on 5 hits while striking out 3 over 5 innings of work, not factoring in the decision. Danny Jimenez got the win to improve to 1-0, while Lou Trevino closed the 9th for his second save. Adam Oller will start here and is 0-0 with a 33.75 ERA and 3 strikeouts this season. Oakland took 3 of 4 on the road from Tampa Bay before getting knocked off in the opening game of this series by Toronto Friday night. The A's dropped to 4-4 on the season and entered Saturday second in the AL West, half a game behind the Astros for the top spot. In Friday's game, Oakland finished with 6 hits in the contest, with Kevin Smith the lone player to record 2 in the game. Chad Pinder drove in the lone run for the A's in the 6th inning, but that was all they could muster. Dalton Jeffries, 1-1, took the loss on the mound as he allowed 2 runs on 7 hits with 1 walk and 2 strikeouts over 4.1 innings of work. Toronto bounced back from their road loss to the Yankees Thursday as they picked up the win in the opening game of this series Friday night. The Blue Jays improved to 5-3 on the season and entered Saturday holding a 1-game lead over the Yankees. Zach Collins, RBI, Raimel Tapia, run, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., run, RBI, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr., run, RBI, each had 2 hits in the contest to lead Toronto. Guerrero Jr. launched his league-leading 5th homer of the season. Ross Stripling got the start Friday night but didn't factor in the decision as he threw 4 innings, allowing no runs on 2 hits with no walks and 3 strikeouts. Adam Simmer, 3-0, earned the win in relief as he threw 1.2 scoreless innings, allowing 1 hit with no walks and 3 strikeouts. Jordan Romano fanned 2 in a 1-2-3 ninth for his 5th save of the year. I was starting to get concerned that this is the kind of stuff we would see in terms of like with Toronto and the hype machine, as Toronto's continuing to see these minus 200 lines, but even as a Jays fan, I'm not sure I can justify it. But in this instance I can. Alek Manoah is arguably my favorite pitcher in this Blue Jay rotation, and I think he's not only a cornerstone for years to come, but he's also the guy in the rotation that no one is talking about. Oakland's got a fresh face on the mound in Oller here, but I don't think he'll bring to the table what Manoah's packing. Give me the Jays minus 1.5 here to get the price down. Cleveland Guardians vs San Francisco Giants. San Francisco Giants. And here is why. San Francisco is coming off an outstanding season that ended in disappointing fashion in the playoffs, but the Giants have a chance to get back to that point this year. They are off to a nice start, opening the season with a pair of series victories over Miami and San Diego at home. San Francisco added to its momentum with a 4-1 win in its first road game of the campaign on Friday. It will now get set for its 3rd game of an 11-game road trip that concludes on April 25th. The Giants have been a decent offensive team so far this season, ranked number 15 in team batting average, .238. The San Francisco Giants have scored 10 runs in their last 3 games and 4 or more runs in 3 of their last 4 games. The Giants are 4-0 this season when scoring 4 or more runs. Brandon Belt leads the Giants with 9 hits and 5 RBI, while Thairo Estrada and Joey Bart have combined for 12 hits and 8 RBI. Alex Wood gets the ball, and he is 0-0 with a 4.15 ERA and 6 strikeouts this season. This will be Wood's 2nd career game against the Guardians. Cleveland got off to a rough start this season, losing consecutive games at Kansas City. The Guardians were able to salvage the series with a pair of wins to close things out, earning a split. They added to that momentum by sweeping a 2-game set on the road against Cincinnati earlier this week before coming up short against San Francisco in their home opener. Cleveland will be at home for 4 games against New York to wrap up a 7-game homestand next week. The Guardians are off to a red-hot start at the plate, ranked first in the majors in team batting average, .286, heading into Saturday's slate of games. The San Francisco Giants are on a tear offensively, and they have the starting pitching edge here as well. The Cleveland Guardians' offense has been quiet for much of their first few games, and Aaron Civale was actually better on the road than he was at home a year ago. The Giants are the more trustworthy team in this spot. Give me the road team and the reasonable juice. New York Mets vs Arizona Diamondback. Mets minus 1.5 runs. And here is why. The Arizona Diamondbacks will look to build on their 3-2 win over the Mets from Saturday's affair. Sergio Alcantara logged a 2-run home run, while Ketel Marte had a pair of hits with a double and an RBI. David Peralta had a double, and Seth Beer had 3 hits, while Yanni Hernandez and Dalton Varsho each had base hits as well to finish off the offense for Arizona as a team in the win. Zach Golan threw 4 shutout innings, allowing just 2 hits with a pair of strikeouts, not factoring in the decision. Sean Poppen got the win to improve to 1-0, while Mark Melancon closed the 9th for his first save. Humberto Castellanos will start here and is 0-0 with a 6.00 ERA and 2 strikeouts this season. Coming into Saturday's game at New York, the Diamondbacks had lost 11 straight games on the road to the Mets. Their last victory in New York happened way back in 2017, before pulling out a 3-2 win on Saturday. Shortstop Sergio Alcantara, who is hitting under .200 for the season, broke a scoreless game with a 2-run blast in the 7th inning to lead Arizona to victory. Ketel Marte added an RBI double as well. On the mound, Zach Gallen went the first 4 innings and held the Mets scoreless. 5 relievers worked the final 5 innings to help support the win. Sean Poppen, 1-0, pitched 1.1 scoreless innings to earn the win, and Mark Melancon pitched a scoreless 9th for his first save of the season. The New York Mets fell to 6-3 after dropping a 3-2 decision on Saturday. The lineup has taken a hit in recent days, as both offs Brandon Nimmo and Mark Canha remained on the COVID-19 injured list. The team was held to just 5 hits on Saturday in scoring its 2 runs. The poor hitting wasted a second straight quality start for Carlos Carrasco. Carrasco pitched 5 innings and allowed just 3 hits and didn't give up a run. In his 2 starts this year, Carrasco has allowed just 1 run over 10.1 innings pitched, as he continues to look like a possible steal to utilize in the back of the pitching rotation. Starling Marte blasted his 2nd home run of the season in the 8th to keep the Mets close. The New York Mets will look to rebound from their defeat at the hands of Arizona from their last matchup. Starling Marte's 2-run home run was the lone scoring the Mets would do as a team in the losing effort, while Jeff McNeil had a pair of hits. Robinson Cano and Dominic Smith each had base hits as well as the Mets cranked out just 5 hits as a team in the losing effort. Carlos Carrasco threw 5 shutout innings, allowing just 3 hits with 8 strikeouts, not factoring in the decision. Joely Rodriguez took the loss, falling to 0-1 on the year in relief. David Peterson will start here and is 0-0 with a 0.00 ERA and 3 strikeouts this season. I get the case to be made for the D-backs after finally getting off the snide at Citi Field, but the problem is that success for the Diamondbacks usually isn't sustainable. Arizona usually has a solid outing, but the positive vibes usually wear off in the next game. David Peterson was one of the nicer surprises for the Mets last year, and I have to think that the Mets bounce back here, as they've been the far more consistent team so far this season. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.